Okay, so Hasbro Pulse did a fan stream today with some new announcements and reveals for the Marvel Legends lines. So a couple of things. So they went through and they kind of did this live stream that isn't really live. It's a pre-recorded thing that they, then post live to YouTube. It first started off a bit weird, right? It's like, what's going on here? We can't see anything. You start moving your phone around. It's like, oh, it's in VR. This is odd. This is strange. Obviously, that was a mistake. They released the entire video as well. So you could kind of scroll through and kind of look. You couldn't really get a good look at any of the figures or anything like that. But that's what happened. Then the video was pulled. Hasbro Pulse on their Instagram posted to their story, hey, technical difficulties, we'll get a new video up. They got the video up and it went through as a standard like live stream type thing. You couldn't fast forward ahead or do anything like that. But we got a good look at the figures and everything like that. So the first announcement that they started off with is like, hey, the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave, you got that X-Factor Cyclops, pretty cool, right? How about an X-Factor Jean Grey in the green and yellow? That is coming. It won't be in a wave. It will be a Target exclusive X-Men retro card blister card release. That will be exclusive to Target. So Target will get additional retro X-Men figures through 2025. How many there will be, not sure, but it sounds like retro X-Men figures are coming. More are coming, but they will be exclusive to Target, which a lot of people don't seem to like. Target exclusives tend to be the easier ones to get. I know people had difficulties with Warbird and Carnage. I saw those at multiple stores, but other people, they didn't see them. They don't hunt as often. They have scalpers in the air, whatever the case may be. People aren't as thrilled about that, and I get it. I can understand. But it just depends, I guess, there. When the pre-orders get up, you got to get ready. Target pre-orders are always early in the morning, so that is also something to consider. The next thing that they showed was something MCU-based. The only MCU reveal that was in this stream, and that is it looks like a deluxe release for Spider-Man No Way Home Electro. Jamie Foxx's Electro. No Jamie Foxx head sculpt. You get the head sculpt with the star electricity effect on there. It is what it is. It's likely a likeness issue when it comes to Jamie Foxx on if he approves sign-offs on his likeness and use of a 6-inch action figure. Hot Toys did get his likeness. Marvel Legends either didn't or is choosing not to do. I don't know what the case is going to be there. The figure looks pretty cool. It looks like we get a bunch of like electricity effects in yellow because it is yellow instead of blue this time around for No Way Home versus Amazing Spider-Man 2. Looks pretty awesome. It looks like it's going to be all new sculpting and things like that. Should be a mainline release. Pre-orders are actually going to go up January 30th, so in a couple of weeks here. Which is pretty cool. So I'm very happy. Now we have all the villains from that movie to finally get released. Lizard was announced. It will be an Amazon exclusive. Pre-orders are up for that now. So very exciting. Then the next is the big reveal, which is a new Maximum series subline in Marvel Legends. The first one revealed is going to be Spider-Man. He's loaded with accessories. 2 new web lines that are like flexible web lines. He gets these thwip hands, which have a little bit of web coming out of them. He gets these web projectiles, 2 different ones, and then a web shield, and like 6 different hands, including hands that are the bare hands. Like he removes his glove, and you could see the web shooter in there, and he's getting ready to thwip. So all kinds of stuff. 2 heads, a spider sense effect, and a new Peter Parker head sculpt in there. So loaded with accessories. We don't know the price of that yet, and pre-order information will come in February. I'm assuming this is going to be a $50 to $55 release. So I would expect like the $49.99 price point or that $55.99 price point that we see with some figures. Some people are thinking $30 to $40. I think we're giving Hasbro a little too much credit there. I strongly believe that a deluxe release packed with this many accessories is likely going to be around that $50 price point. I hope I'm wrong. We don't see $30. We really don't see $30 releases. Maybe it's the $40 release. That would be even better. I would expect that this is probably going to be a $50 to $55 figure. I'd hope not, but I think that's what we're going to see. And it looks pretty awesome. It's going to be the 90s style Spider-Man McFarlane head and everything like that. It is a 100% all new Spider-Man body. It's not reused from Renew Your Vows or anything like that. There's additional articulation in his neck, in his hips, so it looks like it's going to have a lot of great movement and things going on there. So that's cool. Next, we got to look at a brand new wave. It's a blister card wave, which is interesting. I don't know if you consider it mainline or if it's subline or how that really works, but it's pretty awesome looking. It's like a mini comic book line, whereas each figure in the wave comes with a tiny little comic book based on the character. So it's really cool. It's this little plastic piece. It has a Marvel Legends logo on one side, but the comic cover on the other side. The first one they showed was ROM Space Knight. This was actually full revealed back at Comic-Con 2024. We knew the figure was coming. We didn't know how it was coming. Now we know. So that was the first figure there. Comes with a couple of accessories. I forget what they're called. It looks like blaster effects, blasters in effect, and an extra set of hands. Next was the Dark Avengers Dakin. So Son of Wolverine, we get a couple of different head sculpts in there. One with the unmasked head sculpt and one with the Wolverine cowl. And then an extra set of hands with him as well. Then we got to look at the Adam Warlock, classic Adam Warlock that was teased on the last fan stream. There, and he comes with the Infinity Gauntlet issue 1 cover there. So that is really cool. Next was the Ultimate Comics. The Ultimate Iron Man figure is coming. It looks like a couple of extra hands and some things like that. So jumping into Ultimate Comics. And then after Iron Man was Miles Morales. Now the Miles Morales, very cool. We get a new classic Miles Morales. That is awesome. Something going on with them hips on that figure though that don't look right. So yikes on that. So hopefully that was just an early prototype and the hips would be better. It looks worse than Spider Shot, which is not good. Now it's a slim frame body. I assume it is the Amazing Fantasy body, but maybe it's an all new body. I didn't catch if that was mentioned in the video or not. But yikes. Otherwise, it's an awesome release for Miles Morales. Next was Banshee. So Banshee, we saw basically the same Banshee in that 3-pack in the blue and yellow X-Men. This one we're just getting Banshee by himself. It's the giant size X-Men in the classic yellow and green. Dwight has said in the past that when he gets to redo that figure, he will retire. That is not the retconning that whole thing. Not happening. Dwight is not retiring with the Marvel Legends line. It's going to continue, but we are getting that Banshee figure. So that was the whole wave. So we had ROM, Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ultimate Iron Man, Banshee, giant size X-Men Banshee, Infinity Gauntlet, Adam Warlock, and Dark Avengers Dakin. So those figures, that is a six figure wave, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures in that wave. Pre-orders will start February 6th, and it does say mainline retailers. So it sounds like these will be in stores, Target and Walmart, whereas the Build-A-Figure waves are not necessarily mainline retailers, but more fan channel and Amazon. So, Build-A-Figure waves, for whatever reason, it doesn't sound like we will see those in Targets or Walmart stores. GameStops, sure. Best Buys, maybe online. I think Best Buys, local comic shops, that sort of thing is where we will see Build-A-Figure waves. So it sounds like this one is something that we should see Targets and Walmart's, other big box retails that may sell Marvel Legends. And then they close the stream with a tease with some dumbbells. A lot of folks seem to be thinking that it's going to be a Fantastic Four version of She-Hulk. That seems to be the general consensus. You guys let me know who you think that tease is for, and let me know what you guys think of these reveals from today. Looks like some pretty awesome stuff coming for Marvel Legends in 2025. I know there's a lot of speculation and rumors. Is Hasbro going to continue with the Disney license, both Marvel and Star Wars, beyond 2025 whenever the license comes up for expiration? Who knows? We'll know when it's announced by any company, whether it's Hasbro that announces a renewal of the license or a different toy company that may pick it up. At this point, you just go with what we've got. I'm assuming Hasbro has the license now. Hasbro will continue to produce figures and will continue to make announcements and reveals. If it does change to a different toy company, at that time, we will know. It's all just speculation and rumor. Who knows what's going to happen? I tend to believe like it's probably going to be Hasbro that's going to continue the license. But again, we shall see. We don't know until there's an official announcement or anything like that. But you guys let me know your thoughts on all these reveals, and hopefully we get to see a bunch of other stuff in the Marvel Legends line. I know there is a leak list for 2025. I have not seen it. I don't know what's on that list. So I think there's a lot of confirmation of stuff from that list in their fan stream today. So maybe more to come, but we'll see. You guys give me your thoughts. Looks like a very promising 2025 for Marvel Legends, though.